Well, thank you very much. We are celebrating today. This is 25th anniversary of the founding of Wilmington Handbells. This very concert season. So thank you for coming to the anniversary. I'm Carrie Dietz, the artistic director of the group, and we are going to journey through a wide variety of music today. But first, make sure all cell phones and electronic devices are silent. We don't want anything ringing other than the bells and the choir chimes up here. Also, if you haven't found them yet, there are restrooms. If you go out into the lobby and turn right and then make another right, there are 2 restrooms right there. And then there are others down by the fellowship hall. Yes, so we are on a journey, and through a wide variety of music, as we also journey through life. And that first piece, Passage, references that, beginning with a theme that is in the minor mode, kind of deals with life's struggles that we all go through, and then the middle quiet section comes to terms with all that. And then again, we kind of wrestle, and then we end with this majestic, joyful return to the opening theme, but this time it's in the major mode, so it's very victorious. The second piece, we're going to take you back to the 40s and the big band era. And we've got Duke Glenn Woody. So we've got 3 arrangements here of some great big band classics. Don't get around much anymore, Duke Ellington. Moonlight Serenade is the Glenn Miller. And then we end with the Woodchopper's Ball, which is Woody Herman and the Thundering Herd. And there's plenty of room to dance if you'd like to, so please do. Thank you. We should welcome our live stream guests too. This is being live streamed, so thank you for joining us, folks. And also, just a reminder, this is a free will offering that is going to the Ministry of Music here at St. Paul's. So please, please, please support that. Probably a recommended donation is $10 a person, I would guess. Okay? I think that sounds reasonable, don't you? So don't forget, there's baskets. There's a basket in the back, there's a basket over there, and there's another one over there if you try to sneak out the side doors. So, so I'll remind you again during the concert. Okay, so next piece is from great opera Carmen. Georges Bizet wrote this it was first performed in 1875. Unfortunately, after 33 performances, Georges Bizet died, and he never really realized how popular this opera became. But this intermezzo is an orchestral piece that is between acts 3 and 4, and it kind of sets you up for the drama of Act 4. So this is intermezzo from Act 4 of Carmen. Well, handbells have become truly an international instrument. And this next piece by Emily Lee, she is a globally acclaimed handbell virtuoso and conductor and composer from Hong Kong, and directs there, and also has been to festivals here in the United States. Nocturnal Fantasy is inspired by the Chinese poem Night Thoughts. It was written by Li Bai of the Tang Dynasty in the 8th century, in the 700s. A loose translation of the first stanza. I wake, and moonbeams play around my bed, glittering like hoarfrost to my wandering eyes. Up towards the glorious moon I raise my head. Then I lay me down, and thoughts of home arise. So there's this opening 16th note figure that is the imagery of a quiet stream with a reflection of the moon in the water. And then this quiet, meditative, nocturnal atmosphere gradually transforms into a quick and energetic fantasy. The music then recaps majestically at the end with a strong and final statement. Nocturnal Fantasy. Isn't it an amazing piece? It really is. So we take you to another Georges Bizet composition, Farandole. This is a piece that he incorporates an Epiphany carol, March of the Kings. So a lot of times it is performed around the Christmas or Epiphany time season. But the Farandole is actually a community dance. It's popular in Provence, France, and also some Celtic regions. And it's in which the dancers join hands and do like a spiral dance. And many times in Provence, actually, it is danced during Eastertide. So we're right in the midst of a good time to dance the Farandole by Georges Bizet. Thank you. Before I introduce the guest of honor here, did I mention anything about the free will offering? Okay, I thought so, but just a reminder, there's a free will offering, suggested $10 a person, and baskets in the back. There's one on either side here. Okay, on with the show. I'd like to recognize a few people because I saw some folks coming in, and I think that would be wonderful here. So let's see. We, believe it or not, since 2000, we have 8 original members still ringing with the group. Raise your hand. Raise your hand, please. Okay. Great. Isn't that wonderful? Great. And I believe there are some past ringers here today. If there are, would you please stand where you are, if you can? There's some past ringers. Tony, yeah. Just remain standing, please, if you will. Just remain standing. We also have, let's see, is Joe, there's Joe. Joe and Katie Van Such, right? If you, Holly Van Such was a founding member of the group, and it's good to see Joe and Katie here. So thank you for coming. We also have a substitute list of ringers that we rely on. Are any of our substitute ringers here? I think there's Aaron, I had Bruegel, right? I thought I saw a few others. Just remain standing. Just remain standing. Where's Rob? Is Rob here Yeah, Rob Cannon's here somewhere. Okay. Oh, there he is. Okay. And besides Michael and myself as conductors, we've had some guest conductors too. Ruthie Toole, who rings in the group, has conducted. Tony Thurman, who has conducted. Rob Cannon has guest conducted. Mark Keeney has written some compositions, and he's conducted those. And also Mary Beth Davis, who I don't believe is still in the area, but she was from Westminster Press, and she conducted at some point. So, yeah, okay. Now, before Michael left the area, actually before he came to St. Paul's, in 1991, he was at St. Mary's of the Assumption Church in Hockessin. Are there any ringers or singers from St. Mary's here, just per chance? There we are. There's one, okay. And, okay. So it's been 19 years since Michael left St. Paul's, left the area. Any ringers or singers from St. Paul's here? I know there's got to be. Ringers or singers from St. Paul's who rang or sang under Michael? Okay, good. Good group. Let's see. He also directed the Wilmington Diocesan Choir for a bit. And anyone here associated with that may have? No? Okay. And accompanist for the Rainbow Chorale as well. Anybody connected with that organization? No? Okay. Faculty at Immaculata University in Chester County, Pennsylvania. Anybody from Immaculata? Yeah. Music history? You scared them, I guess. Yeah. Also, there's other musicians that have been associated with Michael. I think Dean and Carol Buckwalter are here. You know, Dean has played brass with Michael. And are there any other musicians associated with Michael since he? No? Okay. Well, So we are delighted to have Michael Hellman here, renowned composer and conductor, director of music and organist at Brevard Davidson River Presbyterian Church in Brevard, North Carolina. And he's also on the faculty of Brevard College. He's an active composer of handbell, organ, and choral music with numerous pieces in print, and I underline numerous, and has founded 2 community handbell ensembles, including the Wilmington Handbell Ensemble in 2000. Michael Hellman.
That particular piece was also written for a special celebration. It was commissioned by a Lutheran church in Wisconsin, celebrating 250th anniversary of the founding of their church. So it's another celebration piece that I was commissioned to write. The next piece we're going to do, Prayer for Peace, I wrote immediately after the 9/11 incident in this country. The piece begins with 4 dissonant chords, each chord representing a plane crash into the Twin Towers, at the Pentagon, and in Pennsylvania. It's then followed by a contemplative piece which prays for peace through the world, which I think in today's world is just as appropriate as it was in 2001. Prayer for Peace. Just a word about the next piece, Metamorphosis. It's actually a set of, there's a theme and then a set of variations that come after that. And the theme itself is based on the Catholic chant, the Dies Irae, which is part of their Requiem Mass. And the piece was commissioned in memory of a young man who died too early from cancer. The piece kind of outlines that journey. It begins in the minor, it becomes more and more busy, it becomes more and more agitated, and finally comes to this climax with then silence, followed by a quiet peacefulness, which I would hope would be found at the end of life, followed by a period then of joyfulness, as we all will find joy in heaven at the end of our own lives. So, Metamorphosis. don't know what to say about the next piece. It's a march. There's not a whole lot to say about it. It's a kind of a grand march like Elgar or Pomp and Circumstance kind of march, but there's really no story behind it. So enjoy. March Triumphal. Oh, by the way, did anyone mention that there are baskets at the doors of the church? Okay, I won't belabor that. kind of appropriate to include in this season of high school and college graduations that are going on right now. This next piece, Nocturne in C minor, is one that's kind of near and dear to my heart because it was the first commissioned work that I wrote. You know, when someone comes to you and says, we want to pay you to write us a piece of music, and you write the piece of music and then you worry about them, I wonder if they liked it, you know? But this one is kind of near and dear to my heart. It's always one that I keep going back to, kind of a little bit on the line of a Chopin nocturne for the piano. So kind of close your eyes and think about being in the night and seeing the stars and seeing the moon and enjoy Nocturne, but don't fall asleep. Thank you very much. This next piece, Exaltation, Reflection, and Dance, was commissioned by Wilmington Handbell Ensemble. So they have no one to blame but themselves for the difficulty of this piece. They asked for a challenging piece, and I think they really got it. It is in 3 sections, as the title would suggest. There's a very rhythmic, lively first part. There is a more lyrical second part in compound meter, and then there is a dance in mixed meter. A lot of it is in 7/8 time. 7/8 time mixed with 3/8 time, 4/4 time, and 6/8 time. Shame on me. But I do want to take this moment to thank Wilmington Handbell Ensemble for inviting me back. This is a great honor. It really means quite a lot to me that this group is still together through a pandemic and still playing at a very high quality of musicianship. And so I thank them for having me back to be a part of this. Not only does the credit to that go to each and every one of these musicians in front of me, but it also goes to Kerry Dietz, their artistic director. So we give him a lot. So now let's see if we can get through our exaltation and reflection and dance.
I just want to say thank you, Michael. Thank you for all the marvelous music throughout the years and for founding this group 25 years ago. And thank you, St. Paul's, for sponsoring Wilmington Handbells through the years. Thank you, Pastor Dave McMillan, and Jeffrey, is Jeff here? Jeff Nicely? There he is. Music director here for all your support through the years here. We also want to thank, we do have a reception afterwards, and thank the chancel ringers and the St. Paul's Choir for sponsoring that. So please join us down in the fellowship hall. It's the next big room that away. And there's lots of goodies, including a cake. So please join us. And did we mention the free will offering? Don't forget the free will offering. Thank you.
Okay, this next piece is another dance. If you are so inclined, you could pick up your pew Bible and you could read Exodus 15, verse 20. And that's what the piece is based upon. And for those of you who don't want to pick up your Bible, I will just make a little synopsis here. It is about Miriam dancing before the Lord after the children of Israel have crossed through the Red Sea. Now, the piece has a very much of a feel of a Hebrew folk song or a Hebrew dance. The piece was written originally as a celebration of my daughter's graduation from college with a degree in dance. She has since gone on, and she is, at this point, adjunct faculty of the dance department at FSU, as well as the artistic director of the Tallahassee Ballet. So she is still dancing, and so we will still dance with her. Strangely enough, we have one more piece we could play for you. This piece is called A Blessing. It's written as a lullaby to my grandsons. And it's our blessing to you because you have been a blessing to us today. So thank you.
By the way, down at the reception, there is a display set up by Maria back there of our 25th anniversary. So you'll want to take a look at that. It's down in the fellowship hall. And also, you will want to see Lisa Barner, who is selling 2 CDs, if you haven't any already, of the Wilmington Handbells. One is a Christmas CD, and one is theme songs to ring by. It's TV and movie themes. Thank you. See you down in Fellowship Hall.